Hello and welcome to December's Blu-Ray pickups. Just before I start, I will be editing two digital codes down below, and the two films I'll be editing the digital download codes for will be Dunkirk and, like I said, Fantastic Beasts. I will be putting, it could be any time from now till I show my last video, the codes will appear. So I'm going to get cracking because I have got a lot to show you. So get yourself a cup of tea or coffee and a chocolate biscuit and enjoy. Now the first few I'm going to show you I picked up and I paid no more than £1, and I got these from charity shop. And the first up is Casino Royale. So this is another James Bond, and it's also got, the case is very thin. It's also got one of these clicking things. They don't click in properly. Look. It closes. But yeah, it's like an American case. It's definitely British. Well, it's multi-region anyway, but... So, that is Casino Royale. Shaken, not stirred. And next one up, which I also got from charity shop, and I can't remember if I've seen this film or not, and it is Cowboys and Aliens, the extended, with Harrison Ford. And I cannot remember if I've seen this film, I might have seen it or not, so I need to watch this. So happy to pick this up, and I'm going to watch the extended version. And I don't think it has a, I'll see if it's, it's got a code. I don't know if it'll work, but I'll let you. So, if that works or not, probably won't, because it's that old. It's been up for a while. Good luck. So, I'm looking forward to watching this. And my next charity shop pickup, and this is a bit of a Disney, and I'm glad to have this. Monster Inc. It is Monster Inc. Yeah. So happy to have this. Great animation, which you expect from Pixar and Disney. And I know there's a I think there's a sequel to this, or a spin-off. And now it did come in with a bit of a scruffy case, so I've already swapped the case out, and it's in this, so it's nice. No those cash converter stickers which are impossible to get unless you damage the case. So that is Monster Inc. and Disney. There's only a couple of Disney films, well, animation films I want. I know there's one called Big, which I wouldn't mind seeing anyway. And there's Aladdin, what I want. And there's just a few others, animation. And my final one for charity shop, and it is steel, and it's sealed. And it is Green Zone. Now, I haven't watched the film. I have checked the trailer out, and it looks similar to like his other typical films with I've forgotten the film now. Oh god, like the Bureau and all that, action-packed and Born Identity, those type of films. So yeah, so this was £1. Now I know you can get this from CX for 50p, but this is brand new, factory sealed anyway, and it'll go into a charity. There's actually, I got this from Shelter, so it'll be going towards the homeless. So I'm happy to pay £1 for that, and it's spanking new. So I'll give that a watch, see if it's worth keeping or not. I'll keep it as a spare case if I don't like it. Now, now this is going to be a mixture of CX and also eBay. Now I have got quite a few box sets as well. I've got about 9 box sets to show you. So I'm going to start off with a Western. Now it's been a long time I've seen this. And this has got Jeff Bridges, True Grit. And I got this off eBay. It was only about £2. And it also has the DVD version. And if I remember right, she gets kidnapped and Jeff Bridges go after the villains. If I remember right, at some point of the film, if I remember correctly. And this is a really good Western. I know there's another Western I want, that's Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood. So that is True Grit. And absolutely a really good Western, if you love your Western. And I know it's based on an old one, I can't remember his name, who did the original True Grit. Because I know there's another True Grit. Can't remember his name anyway, on top of my head. But that is True Grit. And I would have to check the old version actually. See how it compares to newish. Now my next film. Now if you see my top 5 80s film, I had to make sure I get this. And that is Top Gun. Oh yes. Now I heard rumours there's supposed to be a Top Gun 2, but I don't know if that's true or not. That is Top Gun. And there's quite a few features. You got the music videos, Danger Zone, the making of Top Gun, commentary, behind the scenes, and Tom Cruise interviews. So it's Top Gun. I had to make sure I get this. Now my next film is a Mafia, and this is I think this is a 90s. Came in 90s. Oh, 2009. Oh, it did come in 1994. And this is a hidden gem, and it is Leon. Now, not many people seem to mention this film, and I know he's a trained assassin, and this is based on what I remember when I saw it. And this girl here, her parents get killed, and she ends up going to this fella, and he ends up growing attached to her, and he ends up like protecting her. And the bad guys are the cops. So and that's if I remember correctly. But this is really action-packed, brilliant. So if you love your mafia type of films, definitely give this a whirl. And this is Leon, brilliant. Now my next film, my Blu-ray's pickup wouldn't be complete without an Arnold Schwarzenegger film. That is Last Action Hero. Get my words right. Now this is, some people don't like this, but I love it because I know it starts off with this kid and he ends up getting this ticket, and then it electrical current or whatever it is, the ticket, and he ends up like falling into cinemas. So happy days. And also I remember there's a scene where they got like a cut-out cardboard of Terminator 2, but it's not Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's Sylvester Stallone. So, and also there's some nice artwork in the English. Also, I know, because I was tempted to get the American version, which has got the, that proper artwork, but black. Because I did have the American DVD version. But I decided to go for this because based on my research, the US version is only in dub. I did so, but the UK version is in DTS Master. It's in DTS Sound. This is also on Metal Region, so I thought I'll get the UK version. So cracking for, I love it. And next one, we're going back to Mafia again, and this is Road to Redemption. Tom Hanks, Paul Newman, and Judge Law. Another cracking film. Now, in this one, if I remember correctly, I think his son witnesses like a killing, and then I know he ends up falling out with the main mafia boss, and they end up escape, and then Judge Law ends up trying to track him down and kill him. I won't tell you what happens at the end. I do remember what happens at the end of the film. But yeah, this is a really good, moving type of mafia film. Really good. So if you haven't watched this, highly recommend it. Now, some of you who follow me on social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram or Facebook, you'd have seen this film. And it is Planes, Trains and Automobiles. And this is from CX. I only paid a couple of quid. I had to have it. This is a really good Christmas type of feel movie. So this was a no-brainer. I had to get this in. I had to buy it. And also another film which I'm actually going to be watching because I haven't seen it for years. And it's also stars John Candy. I should say John Candy. Get words right. And it's Uncle Buck. I know he's an uncle and looks after the kid, Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone. So I know this is comedy and all that. I know he's a bit of a babysitter. I ain't seen this in ages. Last time I watched this was on VHS actually. And then on TV. Yeah, and then I watched it on TV. But yeah, I really want to have this in my collection. So that's Uncle Buck. And that was from CX as well. Now we're going to go to war. And now this is every bit just as good as Saving Private Ryan. And it is Full Metal Jacket. This is a no-brainer. I had to get it in. So I haven't seen this in a long while. I think I might have had this. I might used to have this on Laserdisc actually. So I did used to have Laserdisc back in the day. So that is Full Metal Jacket, an absolutely brilliant war film based in Vietnam. So, and there's another war film I want, that's Platoon. I definitely want to get a hold of that at some point. But yeah, when I saw this in CX, it was no brainer. That was getting picked straight up. Now we're going back to the 80s again, and back to Tom Hanks. And this is an Arrow release, and it's The Burps. I also got this from CX. Absolutely classic. Now, I watched this just last week actually. Now, I know it's based on these like strange type of neighbours, and things seem to be happening in their basement, and they end up like going to investigate, and all sorts of like funny stuff happens, and the next door neighbour to Tom Hanks are a bit weird, but yeah, it's really a good high classic Marvel comedy, really good. So that is Burps, and also there's some nice artwork inside. You can it's double sided, so if you don't like this side, you can swap it out. But yeah, that's the other artwork. There's also artwork on the disc, but I remember this artwork front poster, so I'm keeping it on this. So that is Burps with Tom Hanks, a very early, I think might be late 90s, not 90s, 80s, yeah, 1988. So yeah, happy to have this. Now, I think it might be on box. Are we going on to box sets? Right, now we get on to box sets. Now I'm going to start with the smallest box set and work my way up. Now my first one, which it's starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now the first one I ain't seen in ages, and I definitely did remember having this on Laserdisc. I haven't seen the second one, and it is the Kickboxer collection as well, and it has a nice sleeve, an emboss, really nice. That feels really nice. Look at that. So that is Kickboxer. I need to watch the second one, Kickboxer Vengeance. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to watch the first one because it's been not long time since I've seen the first one. So I'm going to watch the first and then watch the second one straight after it. So that is Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I know there's two other movies I want with Jean-Claude Van Damme in, and that's Time Cop and Hard Target. So yeah, that's them. Now I'll grab this. Now this one stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then the second one, sequel to it, is Danny Glover, and it is the Predator trilogy. And I got this from CX as well because I had loads of credit. And it's got Predator, Predator 2, and Predators. Now Predators is alright, but I do love the first two with Donny Glover and Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that was a no-brainer. Also, digital copies come on disc, so I don't know if these are any good or not, but I don't care. And it's all in here. So I need to give these a whirl. So yeah, I'll probably watch the first two, and I don't know if I'll watch the third one. I can't remember if it's any good or not, but I know the first two I loved. Now we're going part machine, part man, and it's Robocop trilogy. Now this has been properly remastered, the picture and audio. So I know there's another Blu-ray trilogy with Robocop, but this has been like restored and all that. So this is the reason why I went for this one. But yeah, now if I remember that first right, I think it's the first Robocop. There's a scene where his face like peeing off because of the acid. Remember right? I think that's it beginning that film at Robocop, if I remember correctly. But yeah, an absolute classic. I like all three Robocops, but I know the first. If I had to say my most favourite one, it'll be first Robocop. But yeah, a great 80s film as well, the first one. So that is Robocop trilogy. Now we're gonna go to Jurassic Park as well. Oh, it has digital codes as well, right? Absolutely. First one, absolute classic. Second one, it's not too bad, but third one's slightly better than. If I remember right, second one, I like third one slightly better than second one, but first one's an absolute classic. It doesn't have the fourth one in, but I know the American version has the fourth one, but that doesn't matter because I already own Jurassic. I think it's Jurassic World, if I'm not mistaken. I already own the other Blu-ray, but I don't own the latest one. But that is Jurassic. It's in a nice case. And there's loads of bonus features. You got the return, you got the making, same on both of them, and then you got trailers and stuff. So yeah, that is the Jurassic trilogy collection. So happy to have these. No, don't worry, there's still more box sets coming. Now, my next one up, we've got Mel Gibson and Danny Glover again. And it's the Lethal Weapon collection. So it has all 4 Lethal Weapon movies. Now, this is a bit of an upgrade. I do have these on DVD, American version actually. So this was a no-brainer. I had to get this as well. This was only £6 as well for 4 Lethal Weapon movies. And it has a bonus, which has lots of extra features, like Psycho Pension, the Genesis of Lethal Weapon, a family affair. So, another good classic. I wonder if they'll ever make a Lethal Weapon 5, I wonder. But yeah, I know there's a TV series, but that looks rubbish to me anyway. But so that is Lethal Weapon. Now my next one up, it's got a bit of a whip, and it is Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones. And this has all 4 Indiana Jones films. And I got this in a sale. I think it was this one. I know this was supposed to be £15 and I got it off Zoom for a tenner. So this was a really good deal actually. So happy to have this. And it's in like a proper case, and it's nice to have a nice slip cover. So, and all the original films have been digital remastered for enhanced picture and sound. And the last time I watched these were definitely on the Laserdisc, because I had the box set on Laserdisc. So that is Indiana Jones. Now, next one I'm going to show you. Now, if you remember in my last Blu-ray pickups, I wanted this box set. This was #1 on my hit list to get, so I had to get it. And since I saw it at CX and I've got store credit, it was a no-brainer, and I saw it there, and it's in really nice condition, including the box. And it is Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Now, as the first 6 Star Wars movies, I already own the other films, as you probably know, on Blu-ray. But yeah, this was a no-brainer. And it has a nice book in it as well. Look at that. It has a nice book in it. The Guide to the Galaxy, and it's in really nice condition. It's like it hasn't hardly been used. You've got pictures there. Absolutely nice. Look at that. Absolutely nice condition. This is a mint. Just hold it up. So yeah, and the box, yeah, this was a no-brainer. They did have the Darth Vader version, but the box was slightly damaged and it was £2 cheaper than this, but I'd rather pay the extra £2 and get this one, because I'll prefer the artwork on this, and also get a nice booklet with artwork in it. So I'd rather pay the extra £2. So that is Star Wars. And just look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Now my next one up, which is an absolutely first 3 films are 80s, proper like 80s. And I know the latest film, and this came out in 2006, which is in the box set. But there is a new hero, and it is Superman. And I got the anthology, motion picture anthology, and I got this from CX. It has got a little tear there, and edges there, but other than that, it's in really nice condition. And it's all there. The discs are nice and minty. So happy to have that. The only Star Wars film I need is the latest one, but other than that, I'm happy to have the old ones. So super happy to have that. It's like Superman anthology. Can't beat them. Now my final box set, and this is the first 2 films are great to watch at Christmas time especially, and it is Die Hard, and it has it's got the original Die Hard all the way down to A Good Day to Die Hard. So, and I got this came actually yesterday through post, and this was $9.99, well, call it a tenner. But yeah, to have all the films, this was a no-brainer. I definitely want to watch at least the first Die Hard movie over Christmas time. So that is Die Hard Legacy Collection on Blu-ray. So I hope you enjoyed it. My next video now won't be till January. So I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you in 2019 in January. I know there will be a Blu-rays. There might be another Blu-rays pickup, but it depends. But there will be a hunting video, because I don't normally pick up as much. It depends what I find out in the wild at Poundland, charity shops and CX. So until 2019, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year again. And keep pumping those sexy muscles as well. Oh yes.